There's so many reasons why this guy's full of shit, but today he had like his congressional hearing about how shitty of a job he's doing as an FBI director. And they asked him about the Epstein files and why is there such a cover up? Why did you have 1,000 FBI agents scanning through the Epstein files and flagging any mention of Donald Trump's name? But the thing that pissed me off the most is when the senator asked him, were these women, not women, when these underage girls were being trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein, were there other men besides Jeffrey Epstein and, of course, Ghislaine Maxwell that these underage minor girls were being trafficked to? He says, no, it was just Jeffrey. Here's the part that really bothers me. And I'll explain why in a second. He says, no, it was just Jeffrey and Ghislaine. We have limited information and there's no credible information about other men that were involved. Kash Patel, we know that this entire administration is like, they're like programmed robots. They act the same, they talk the same, they use the same phrases. In 2024, I think it was before Trump's election, they were asking him what files he would declassify. The lady, she was like, would you declassify the 9/11 files? He's like, yep, yeah, no problem. What about the JFK files? He said, yeah, definitely. And I actually unveiled a lot of them, if you didn't know. Of course, his fucking ego, his ridiculous narcissism. He just had to slip that in there. Ugh. And then she asks, what about the Epstein files? He immediately says, yep. But then the confidence kind of just drains from his face. And then he's like, well, maybe not that so much because there's a lot of phony stuff in there and you don't want to affect people's lives with phony stuff because there's a lot of phony stuff in there. Stuff that can't be verified, I believe he said. And that is exactly what Kash Patel said earlier today. It just reminded me of how much these people parrot what that orange fat bastard has to say. You know, Trump, 2024. I'm less likely to declassify them because a lot of the information is phony. There was another specific word that's totally slipping my mind, but they both use the same exact word. You know what? I'm going to look at my goddamn phone because I don't want to miss this. And I can kind of just make a cut here and then skip to when I'm back to conversing with you guys. Credible. The word credible is what they are addicted to. And I've heard just about the entire administration use that word. And there's a reason I bring that up. Trump 2024. There's a lot of non-credible information in the Epstein files. Kash Patel today. There isn't a lot of credible information. I'm pretty sure JD Vance and Pam Bondi said the same. Credible, non-credible, non-credible, non-credible. I don't trust that. I don't trust that assessment because what is your definition of credible? You're sure not doing an incredible job with being honest with America. So how can I trust that what you say is non-credible is actually information that is not dependable? What I translate that to in my head is Donald Trump is guilty. He was fucking kids. And the information that he considers to be non-credible is due to the fact that he intimidated them to not go to law enforcement, and he's very good at paying off prosecutors. That's the non-credible information. They're allegations, only listed as allegations because he can use his billions of dollars to stop an investigation, period. And that is what you're left with. Allegations and accusations towards Donald, fascist Trump, to wrongdoing, sexual assault and rape and all kinds of stuff, which he has been guilty of in the court of law, guilty of sexual abuse. But that's what you're left with. Accusations that they can just brush under the carpet as non-credible information. Right. You know what? You motherfuckers are non-credible. Every one of you motherfuckers in that administration, behind whatever desk that you sit behind, jerking off or touching your fucking stank ass coochie with, Pam Bondi, you're all non-credible. We don't believe you, and we never will. And you are all going to jail after this administration is escorted out of the building. Thank you. Have a nice day.